Okay, crew, are you ready to look at the clock problem? The clock problem is an algebra problem that showed up in my daughter's math class, and I thought it was tricky, so let's look at it. The phrasing is like this. An accurate clock shows exactly 3 p.m. In how many minutes will the minute hand catch up with the hour hand? Let's see what we know. A clock's face, it's round because it's circular. That clock's face has tick marks around the outside. In fact, it's got 60 of them. An hour has 60 minutes in it. Make of that what you will. You know how far apart the tick marks are on the clock? They're each one tick mark apart. If you were to become tiny and walk around the outer edge of a clock, you would walk 60 tick marks worth of distance to do a full circle. If you flatten that circle out so that the tick marks have the same spacing and you walked the length of that line, you would walk 60 tick marks. So, to do this problem, let's just pretend it's not a clock at all so we don't get confused with angles and degrees and stuff. It's just a plain old distance problem along a straight line that has 60 tick marks. So, there are two travelers here. One is the hour hand and the other is the minute hand. They travel at different speeds, aka velocities. The minute hand is quick. The hour hand is slow. Do you guys know the Italian physicist Galileo? His last name was Galilei. Galileo Galilei. He gave me an equation that we can use for velocity, time, and distance problems. It is as follows. S equals VT. Let's look at this briefly. Let's see what each thing stands for. T is for time. Time has there's a dot over the I. V stands for velocity. Velocity, which is speed. It also has a dot over the I, but I did it that time. S stands for distance or distance. I don't know why they chose an S. Nobody knows. Distance. But you'll get used to it. S means distance. Now, I think we could have come up with this on our own. Distance equals velocity times time. You know how I know? Because when I walk for 1 minute, let's say I go a block in 1 minute. If I walk for 2 minutes, then I go 2 blocks. So look, if I go like 1 block per minute. Block per minute. Oh my God. You know what I sound like? I sound like Khan Academy. 1 block per, he repeats things as he writes them. And now I see why, because I'm doing it. 1 block per minute times 1 minute. I go 1 block times 2 minutes. This is like a crappy version of Khan Academy. He's so much better. Times 2, 1 block in 2 minutes. Okay. You get it. The longer I walk, the further I go. So distance grows as time grows. Or velocity grows. If I run, faster. If I run, I go further. Oh my God, I beat that to death. You know what I know about these two travelers? They both start at the same time for this problem. The minute guy is like right here. Let's draw some line. There's 1 hour. 2 hours. There's 1 hour 1. There's hour 2. And there's hour 3. This is, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, perfect. So hour guy starts right here, and minute guy starts right here, and they walk along until suddenly they're at the same spot. Right there, somewhere in here, right at the same spot. And so the amount of time they're walking is exactly the same. So let us turn the S equals VT problem that equation into something in terms of T. And I do that by dividing both sides by V. So multiply both sides by 1 over V. Because I'm clever that way. And I took an algebra class. S equals V. S over V equals T. Now, here's the thing I know. They're both walking for the same time. So I could set the two times equal to each other. So really I have, let's do this. Ready? Are you ready for this? Let's say I'm going to say t for the hour guy, I'm going to put a subscript in h, equals the distance for the hour guy, subscript h, over the velocity for the hour guy. And the time for the minute guy equals the distance for the minute guy, because this is all what Galileo taught us, over the velocity for the minute guy. But I know something. They're both walking for the same amount of time. This guy equals this guy. Holy crud. Let's clear this canvas, shall we? Clear it. Nice canvas clearing, Ted. Now, oh, hey, what was I doing? Okay, so now I have, I'm going to say S over V for the hour guy equals S for the minute guy over V for the minute guy. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to stop for 1 second here to catch my breath. Back from break. What did we have? The distance of the hour hand, that's this guy, S, H. Okay, the distance of the hour hand over the velocity of the hour hand equals the distance that the minute hand travels over the velocity of the minute hand. I got it. Now we have 4 variables in one equation. What are we going to do about that? That's terrible. I know things. Check it out. I know the velocity of the hour hand. I actually know the velocity of the minute hand too. And you know why I know those things? Because I know how a clock works. Ready? Remember the clock? Clock looks like this. It's got a 12 here, and then it's got little tick marks, and then it's got a 1, and then it's got little and then it's got 2, and then 3. You get the gist. You know, we already talked about this. There's 60 of them to get around all the way around the circle. So in 1 hour, the minute hand travels 60 tick marks. We declared that a tick mark is our unit of distance here because why not? It makes it easy. So our velocity of the minute hand, I'm going to say V minute hand equals 60 tick marks per hour. Now, that was easy enough. Actually, I know what VH is too. Because VH, it's slower. It doesn't get as many tick marks per hour. In 1 hour, let's say the hour hand is there, and it's going to go to 1 o'clock. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all 5 tick marks apart. The 1 is 5 tick marks from the 2, is 5 tick marks from the 3, 5, 5. So this guy goes 5 tick marks per hour. Yeah. Let's erase this crap over here. Oh, I said a bad word. My bad. We will post-process that. Get that out of there. Okay. Where the heck are we? Oh, let's plug stuff in. That's where we are. All right. That's not so daunting. Let's just do one step at a time. VH, we said that was 5. This is an S. Oh, I don't really like that. I don't like the way I wrote that. Make this a little subscript. It looked like a multiplication. Should look like a subscript. SH, little tiny h. Okay, equals S, little tiny m, Ted. Do it. Good. And 60. All right. Now, we're so close. We are now 1 equation and 2 variables. There's 1 variable and there's 2 variables. Now, do you remember this? We can actually get this down to 1 variable. When we made this flat, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this was 1 o'clock. This was 2 o'clock. This was 3 o'clock. And this was 4 o'clock. The hour hand started right here. The minute hand started right here. And they meet up, like, I don't know where they meet up. I'm just going to guess, like, right in here somewhere. Let's say they meet up right around there. Okay, so the distance that this guy travels is like that. Like right there. The distance that this guy travels is all the way to here. Since they meet up at the same spot, you could express this distance that he travels, because he essentially has a 5, 10, 15 tick mark head start. They have the same endpoint. I think we can say this. Ready? The distance for the hour hand equals the distance for the minute hand minus 15. Minus 15 tick marks if you want to talk about units. Now we can plug that in. If only I didn't draw all over the place down here. Erase this stuff, Ted. Control delete. That's how you do it in this program. Okay, let's erase this stuff a little bit. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, next. Let's plug this stuff in. Oh my goodness. Let's start simplifying things. Oh, we're in the home stretch, guys. We're so close. We'll say SM. I'm gonna algebra this. Ready? I'm gonna multiply both sides by 60. 60 and 60, because I want to get that 60 off of the denominator there. This guy, that guy. I don't like that guy. So okay, let's do. That gives just an SM on this side, a distance of the minute hand, and that equals 60 divided by 5. Alexa, what's 60 divided by 5?
60 divided by 5 is 12.
She said 12. 12 times SH equals SM. But we know what SH is. We could plug in SH over here. Look at this. We can say that in terms of SM. We can do this. Ready? Come on. Let's do a parenthetical here, though, because we got to multiply the 12 by the entire quantity. Distance M minus 15. Okay, equals SM. Oh my God, we're getting close. Let's erase a spot up here. I'm all fired up now. I'm fired up. Okay, we're going to get this. We're in the home stretch. Okay, 12. We have 12 SM. I know my S's look a little bit like 5s. That's bad. Minus. Alexa, what is 15 times 12?
15 times 12 is 180.
What was it? What was it? 15 times 12. It's 100 and... Alexa, what was 15 times 12?
15 times 12 is 180.
180. Do you guys know how to do arithmetic? I never learned that. I learned algebra, but I didn't learn arithmetic. Okay, equals SM. All right, I'm going to bring the 180 over to this side using the algebra that I know. Adding 180 to both sides gives me I'll write it in. This is the way my daughter does it. She writes it in. She writes plus 180, plus 180. She even speaks in hushed tones when she does it. Okay, so now I'm going to have SM plus 180 equals 12 SM. Haha. Now we're going to say, we're going to subtract an SM from both sides. So we isolate the SM. And we go minus SM over here. And we'll remember there's an equal sign in the middle. So that gives us 11 SMs over here equals 180. We're so close. We're so close. If I made that S bigger. So now SM equals 180 divided by 11, because I'm going to divide both sides by 11. I didn't write it, but let's write it just to be thorough. 1 over 11. And then that is going to be, you know what we have to do. Alexa, what is 180 divided by 11? 16.36. 16.36. We have our answer. It's 16.36 tick marks is the distance. And, you know, each tick mark is 1 minute apart, really. We know that because it's a clock. These are minute markers. And so saying 16.36 tick marks is the same as saying 16.36 minutes. That's how long it takes. And that's our final answer. The hands will be in the same spot after 16.36 minutes. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.